gave to Hiram 20 cities in the land of Galilee. But when Hiram came from Tyre, to see the cities which Solomon had given him, they did not please him. Really? You got cities and you weren't happy about it? He gave you cities, man. He gave you good cities, man. You know how many homes you have in the city? You know how many shacks and shanties you got on that place? You know how many potential carved out foxholes that are possible? Caves? Let's go. What you got? You got everything. Oh. Therefore he said, what kind of cities are these which you have given me, my brother? So they are called the land of Kabul to this day. Hiram had sent to the king 120 talents of gold. And this is the account of the forced labor which King Solomon levied to build the house of the Lord, his own house, and the Millo, and the wall of Jerusalem, and Hazor, and Megiddo, and Gezer. Pharaoh king of Egypt had gone up and captured Gezer, and burnt it with fire, and had slain the Canaanites who dwelt in the city, and had given it a dowry to his daughter Solomon's wife. So Solomon rebuilt Gezer and lower Betharon and Baalath and Tamar in the wilderness in the land of Judah, and all the store cities that Solomon had, and the cities for his chariots, and the cities for his horsemen, and whatever Solomon desired to build in Jerusalem and Lebanon, and in all the land of his dominion. That sounded a lot better than what came off of my tongue in my head. So I really hope that played out well. I think it did. I hope you got it. I should just read it again, but you can go back and find it. That was 1 Kings 9:15 through 20. The heck was that? Oh. In all the land of his dominion. Okay. All the people who were left in the Amorites and the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Hivites, the Jebusites, who were not of the people of Israel. Remember that. They were not of the people of Israel. Their descendants who were left after them in the land, whom the people of Israel were unable to destroy utterly, these Solomon made a forced levy of slaves. And so they are to this day, but of the people of Israel Solomon made no slaves. Good. They were soldiers. They were his officials, his commanders, his captains, his chariot commanders, and his horsemen. These were the chief officers who were over Solomon's work. 550 who had charge of the people who carried on the work. But Pharaoh's daughter went up from the city of David to her own house, which Solomon had built for her. Then he built the milieu. The milieu. 3 times a year Solomon used to offer up burnt offerings and peace offerings up upon the altar, which he built to the Lord, burning incense before the Lord. So he finished the house. That's... No. Whoever's still with me yet, and we've talked about it before, you know what I'm getting at. between the two of them, they're both adults. So am I. It's amazing. She told me to do, maybe you need a release, go do your thing. You need to move on, go get a rebound. Well, I feel like you're saying they're missing me. But you probably aren't. You're probably moving on. And if I go and. But she's going to wait for me at the bus stop. Like I said, I would wait for her. She just needs to find herself. I'm such a broken vessel. Just need to spend time by myself. I love the whole world, but the whole world doesn't love me. And I said I was going to give 150%. She said 50% yoked. I said I'll give my 100% with God. I know who I am, and I'm never going to forget who I am. And I just wish she would know who I am. And I just love being who I am. I know where I am and who I am. And I'm grateful and thankful. Pardon me. Ugh. That's why I don't like being in the Old Testament, just because of the whole. I got the enemy in my house. He's in my house. He's knocking on my wall. He's ringing his bell. He's going. He's making noise. He's smoking weed. He's sitting there getting confused. I ain't even getting no water. I'm thirsty. I could probably just use that cup. This kitchen came out awesome. No joke. Go see it. Pretty good. Pick up the living room. Paint stone. Small touch-ups. Excuse me. Yep. That messed up. Different color paint. We got Dennis. We got Dennis. We got rookies. Okay, now. What we got going on here? You got a dimmer on this switch? All right, we can make some ambiance. Oh. In all honesty, may not really need that. It hurts because I know that if I do it, if I go back to the false idol, but she's not the false idol, there's no false idol for me. love them equally. That's what I mean. I had 50% her and 50% her. But if I move forward, maybe I need to spend a couple days with Bay Ridge. She's got a boyfriend. And she's got a serpent on her arm. But when I sang the blessing, she got up and she couldn't be in the room because she was in love with it. She was like, Lord bless you and keep you. Make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace. Oh, 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 Lord turn his face toward you, make his face shine upon and be gracious to you. Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace. Oh, oh, Lord, turn his face toward you, make his face shine upon, and be gracious to you. Lord, turn his face toward you, and give you peace. Must be the parasite.